we have a contract under a higher law to stick it out.
Yeah.
Does that drive you? Because I know you all have sort of causes. Is that part of what drives your determination to take your music in a direction, not necessarily musically, but to take your personalities and your presence and your celebrity in a direction that has some impact?
I think there are different reasons why you know, want to do different things or support certain causes.
Let's talk about some of the causes that you guys are interested in.
Well, we have a lot, but you know, for me, I just want to be a good person, and I want to do some good things, and there's so much I don't know, but you know, I'm learning so much from these girls about different causes, and you know, I'm a novice. I'm the beginner environmental learner.
You're also really community oriented, like raising money for your daycare and things like that, like really
a whole bunch of different things. But you know, I think we talked about this before, as long as you're doing things for the right reasons, which you're doing something that you love and you feel passionate about, you know, it can't be wrong, you know.
I've heard stories about your enviro passion, and it involves sort of being chained to trees or something. You put your passions.
My body beneath a logging truck. I have done that. Yeah. So along with many other people.
Yeah. You brought that major environmental concern to the group?
In a way, I think we were all very conscious of it. Right. I think that it just became really clear with this album, you know, after especially being a mom and realizing that I wanted to really marry. With the first record, there are so many decisions to make. Do we all like the same music? Do we all like the, you know, how are we going to sing this? You know, there were so many decisions to make that we didn't really bring a whole lot of our personal causes into it. Right. And so with this record, it was like, okay, we've done this, we know how we sound, now what do we want to stand for?
And we've got a chance
and we
to
each
get people to
individually
listen.
stand for different things. Like we each have different things that we feel really strongly about. And it's great because the environment is something that it's kind of a no-brainer, you know, like we know that there's a climate crisis, and we know that we need to start now. As David Suzuki says, we're in the 59th minute, and we have, you know, that book, you have kids, so The Little Prince.
Yeah.
There's that one line in it where he says, it's a matter of discipline, the Little Prince told me. He said, once you have washed and dressed, you must then tend to your planet. Wow. And I love that. And so that I always think about that quote whenever I'm getting up and moving. And and I feel so lucky that these girls are passionate about it as well.
Well, and you guys are all obviously on board with that, because your album, tell us about your album being zero footprinted. What does that mean?
Well, it's, you know what, it's
I'm going, I've talked, she's talked, your turn.
Yeah, it's funny because we all do things in our own measure, and but there is, you know, something about, we went as a group to see An Inconvenient Truth, and which is what the song we're going to play later is, you know, inspired by kind of the tipping point. And I just think, as Tara said, that it's a no-brainer. Like, you don't have to be an activist. Right. You can be a housewife
in your own life to
and
do
a mother,
a little bit at a time,
and make just as much of a significant change in the environment as you can being a world leader, as Al Gore can.
Right.
Like, you really can, because it's all about individual steps. And if everybody made the individual steps, then the sum of the parts is greater than just one person doing everything.
Right.
So we're just doing our little part in terms of making our CD carbon neutral. I mean, I wish we could sell more CDs so that we could plant more trees. Right. You know, but essentially,
which means that they offset the energy costs that went into the album with clean green energy kind of thing?
Absolutely. Yeah. So essentially, at the end of the day, there will be no footprint that our CD was, you know, even manufactured. Of course, we want it to be manufactured. But the fact of the matter is, we won't be making an impact. Like, we won't be making a negative
and I had to, like, try to, you know, explain this to, you know, my parents, right? You know, but I like to say in the simplest terms is that anything that was destroyed or taken out in order for our CD to be made will be put back. So it's even. Yeah. It's even. So I just love
that the fact that we're three such, you know, different personalities, that hopefully it can affect people on whatever level that they are open to receiving something, because a lot of people aren't open to receiving something that's heavy-handed.
That's preachy and finger-wagging and no, you guys are just kind of going about your business
it's just
and
like,
saying,
you know what, we are who we are.
It's the new normal. You just kind of do what you can, however you do it.
You know, it's just, you know, it's just what everybody should do, and it's not exceptional. You know, it should be the norm.
It's time.
I want to talk to you guys about the other big cause in your lives, in some of your lives, and indirectly in your life too, which is about your little people. But we got to take a break, so we'll have more chatting with Shaye when we come back.